This is a whiskey root beer glazed ham. It is phenomenal, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, here's the deal. This is about as easy as it gets. You know, these things come pre-cooked already, and all we're doing is heating them up and adding some really good flavor to them. So this is a great way to cook it outside of the kitchen, out here in your backyard, on something, the easiest tool to use, which is a gas grill. You can do it over charcoal if you want. We're going to add a little extra touch to it. We're going to put it on a rotisserie. We're going to get it spinning, because anytime I can get meat spinning over fire, it just makes me a little happier. I don't know why. I just love it. You get a really nice little char going on. You don't have it sitting in a juice. You know, you get that weird side that's, like been sitting in a pan, obviously. And we get a nice good crust all the way around. Gives me the opportunity to baste it all the way around. You can put it directly on the grill too, which is cool. If you have a gas grill, doesn't really matter what you're working with. We're going to be doing this on a Monument Mesa series. You can put it directly on the grates, and that's cool too. If I were to do that, I would move it around a little bit. I'd probably start with the open side down first, the flat side, put that down, let that get a little char going on, and then, you know, rotate it a few times throughout the cook. That way I can baste it all the way around. But in this case, we're just going to stick a spit right through it, and we're going to get it on there, and we're going to get it turning. Now let me tell you, you can see here is, you can see where it kind of hung up a little bit, because there's barely enough room to put a ham like this on there, on this little guy here, and get it spinning, but it worked out fine. I don't even, when it comes down to it, really, I don't even care that much about prettiness. This looks pretty, but all I really care about is flavor and, you know, just the quality of what we cook. This is beautiful, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, we're going to start off by making our whiskey root beer glaze. Going to go with a can of A&W root beer, about a cup of brown sugar, and about a cup of whiskey. We're going to go with Pendleton. Feel free to pour yourself a glass. Salute. We're just going to bring this up to a boil while stirring and then shut it down. There we go. That's looking good. All right, we got a 9-pound ham here. We're just going to do some cuts all the way around, some cross cuts about a 1/4 inch deep. We're going to be using my nice, pretty Venator knife from Doll Strong Valhalla series. So let's have some fun. Now let's see if we can run the spit through it. All right, that'll do the trick. Let's get it on the grill. We're going to be cooking on this Monument Mesa series gas grill. We prepped the grill. It's super hot. We're going to go ahead and reduce the heat all the way down to low. And let's get this thing on the grill. Get her spinning. Damn it. All right, so the ham's a little thicker than I anticipated, so we went and removed the grate, and now we got our spinner for Lisa. I think we're going to be okay. The last little thing we need to do right now, go ahead and glaze it up a little bit. And the rest of the glaze can go in this pot here, a little cast iron glaze pot. We're just going to leave that in here. Stay nice and hot. Well, this is going to be fun. All right, our ham has been spinning for an hour now, and it is looking really good. You can see it's getting just hung up just a little bit when it gets to this spot right here, but I'm not even worried about that. We're going to have one little extra charred spot right there, and that is no big deal. Everything else is looking real good. So we're just going to hit it with this mop about every 15 minutes here for the next hour, and then we're going to be good to go. Nice and easy. All right, this will be the third and last time basting it with the whiskey root beer glaze. It is looking amazing. It's got that color I'm looking for. It smells fantastic. We're just going to let this cook on there for just a few minutes, and then we're going to be pulling this off and letting it cool down a little bit. Time to pull it. Yeah. Beautiful. Time to celebrate. All right, this ham's been resting about 15 minutes now, so let's go ahead and get it off the spit. Ooh, tasty little piece for me. All right, so it's time to carve it in this thing. And like I said, stupid easy, right? Okay, you free up some space in your kitchen, and you end up with a delicious ham. I'm just going to carve off a little chunk here because I got to get a bite of this now. So we're going to take my Venator knife here. And by the way, check the description of the video. I always like to put links in there. So things like that little cast iron pot, this Doll Strong knife. If you're interested in any of these are things that I use all the time. You'll see in my videos really often. They're high quality. They're affordable. So I feel good about recommending them to you. And if you buy anything with any of the links on there, there's a good chance I'll get a commission from it. So I appreciate that. It helps out the channel a little bit. So every penny counts. You know what I'm talking about, right? So let's go ahead and just carve off a little piece here. And see what we got here. That would make for a huge bite. But, okay? It's ham, all right? It's cooked. Freaking good. Wow. All right, this just goes to show that not everything has to be a huge production out here in the backyard, okay? It doesn't have to be charcoal. It doesn't have to be lump charcoal. It doesn't have to be 10 hours in a smoker, all right? It doesn't have to be in a pit. This is a gas grill. It's still fire. This thing's rotating. It's dripping off, the fats and juices out of it. It's a little bit of the glaze, that I'm basting on there. It's dripping down there. You got stuff burning back up, giving it flavor. This is freaking phenomenal. It's delicious. And it's on a regular old gas grill. And it was the easiest cook. All right, while this cooking, I'm taking an hour break over there to hit the gym so I can make a little room for all this ham I'm about to eat. All right? So there... sometimes I just love this little thing, all right? So anyways, I hope this has been fun and educational and all that good stuff. Please don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, share this with your friends. And I got some great birthday and holiday gift ideas in the description there. There's nothing to the recipe. It's pretty much a cup of brown sugar, a can of root beer, and a cup of whiskey, and you can be loose and liberal with that too. So just have yourself some fun and just keep on cooking, my friends. I appreciate you. Take care.